Hello. I'm sorry I can't be in St. Petersburg with you today. I wish I could be there, but my schedule makes it impossible. The crisis facing tigers in the wild and the larger threat it represents to the biological diversity of the planet is of great concern to me. Those of us who spend time trying to bring about awareness of conservation and wildlife issues are pleased to see your determination pay off in such large dividends as this International Tiger Forum does. There's a sense of opportunity and hope this week that our collective and determined efforts will turn the tide and protect a magnificent species from extinction. I've just come back from the UN's Convention on Biological Diversity in Nagoya, Japan, and I personally saw that it is possible to turn the tide. Countries can work together on behalf of the environment. I extend congratulations and thanks to Russia's Prime Minister Putin, leaders of the Tiger Range countries, President Zelek of the World Bank, and their international partners for their work on a comprehensive tiger recovery program that's based on sound science. With the eyes of the world on St. Petersburg, we have the opportunity to prove that we have the imagination and stamina to apply a new model of conservation that provides a future for wild tigers and all biodiversity. I was at the launch of the Global Tiger Initiative in June of 2008 with World Bank President Robert Zelek and other partners at the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington. They promised a new model for species conservation, and today I can see that this promise is working. And while the model is good, there's more to be done. It's time for action on the ground to end the poaching and trafficking of tigers. We also have to protect and restore habitats where tigers roam. People are the problem, but people are also the solution. We need our message to be heard around the globe that living tigers are worth much more alive than dead, and likewise that standing forests are more valuable than felled trees. At Conservation International, where I serve on the board, we don't just focus on programs to protect individual species, but prefer to look at entire ecosystems and come up with ways to save them. This is because the animals, the plants, rivers, forests, and the people in them are all interconnected. Saving tigers means saving much more. If the tiger's habitat is protected, we will also be protecting many of the last critical natural ecosystems in Asia. Disappearing habitat is one of the drivers of tigers' extinction and impacts biodiversity overall. In Japan, I was pleased to see the global community agreeing to reduce the rate of habitat loss and to protect much more of the world's lands and oceans. 193 nations have committed themselves to preventing the extinction of known threatened species over the next decade. This is a zero extinction target, a very impressive one. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you and for being the environmental stewards who will do what it takes to protect our living planet and to make recovery possible for tigers. And thank you, St. Petersburg and Prime Minister Putin, for setting an example in your own country for the protection of tigers around the world.